If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. And if you haven't heard already, which I'm sure many of you have, I've been talking about it. We've all been talking about martial law. We've been talking about the restrictions that are here, not just coming, the ones that are here. But now we even have the WHO saying that they're going to be knocking on your door. No, not that WHO. The satanic WHO. No, the other satanic WHO. The other guys.
In most parts of the world, due to lockdown, most of the transmission that's actually happening in many countries now is happening in the household, at family level. In some senses, transmission has been taken off the streets and pushed back into family units. Now we need to go and look in families to find those people who may be sick and remove them and isolate them in a safe and dignified manner.
This is going to be widespread around the globe, where they are going to be coming door to door, testing people. And guess what? They're even talking about going door to door without testing people, without the proper testing kit, and seeing if you have any symptoms, checking, taking your temperature, checking your heart rate, things like that, and then determining if you have it or don't without doing what they, their proper kit test that they have, and then deciding if they should quarantine you and take you away from your family. Oh, it's true. It's really going on. And right now, we're hearing stories out of other countries where they're literally doing door-to-door screening, like India, and people are going bananas over it. They're knocking on your door, forcing you to take a test where you shouldn't even be forced to take it, especially if you're following the orders of self-quarantine, which they're telling us is supposed to make us all better. But what they're doing is they're targeting specific areas that they say the outbreak seems like it's high in this area, so we're going to lock the area down. Then we're going to go into your home and we're going to test everybody. And if we see that somebody has the symptoms, we're going to remove them from the household. Just as simple as that. So you could be a mother or a father with your kids, and they could say, well, you're too dangerous to be around your two kids, so we're going to take mom and dad, and then the kids, who knows what happens to them? The family's separated. Who knows how long these people go into isolation, quarantine, or they might even just do the opposite and say, we're just going to take your kids to protect them while you stay isolated here, which wouldn't surprise anybody who's awake either, would it? And it is beyond me how we allow these things to occur. It is beyond me. Now, some people say, well, this hasn't happened yet, so it's it doesn't mean it's definitely coming. Well, if it's happening in places like India, you could bet your bottom dollar it's going to happen in America. And you know how they're going to do it? They're going to probably start up a campaign with celebrities where they say, do the right thing, right? Just like the stay home, hashtag I stay home. Do the right thing. Let them come in and check you. It's in the best interest of your family. You could be the one who's making your mom or your dad sick. You could be the one who's making your kids sick. You could potentially make your kids sick and they could pass away. So don't be selfish, says Kim Kardashian, says Ben Stiller, says all these low-life celebrities. And the masses will go, you know what? Yeah, what's wrong with that? Until one of these dummies out there who call us all crazy conspiracy nuts ends up getting pulled out of his house or her house and quarantined with no symptoms. But the scary part about it is they'll still believe in Big Brother because they'll go, I guess they're trying to save my life and protect me. They'll somehow convince these people who have no symptoms that they have it, which is what they're already doing. They're convincing people out there that they have it without any symptoms. What about the stories I've covered, right? Oh, more people who have no symptoms are spreading the virus. What? Huh? What does that even mean? How is that? But, oh, well, they're carrying the antibody, but they can't tell. What? Oh, science mumbo jumbo. Yes. Oh, you might feel like you're 100%, but you might have it too. What? What? You might have a broken foot even though you're running a 4.4 40-yard dash. Really? Okay. You might be doing 500 push-ups a day with a broken back and neck because you don't realize your neck, back, and legs are broke. Oh, and arms too? None of it makes sense. But you see through the engineering and how strong mind control is. It's a form of hypnosis that television creates on people. Now look, this is a form of trauma-based mind control that's occurring right now. Think about that. They've used the television, they've used MK Ultra tactics, they've used trauma, they've used fear, and they've isolated and quarantined everybody just like they do when they perform these tests, and not even tests, these experiments or these government operations on citizens. Right? They do all these things. They isolate them, they cause them trauma, they cause them fear, they cause them anxiety, they cause them stress. All these things that could actually lead to the same symptoms that they claim that this thing has, right? Oh, shortness of breath and anxiety. Oh, no crap. Nobody's getting anxiety when they turn the TV on every day and they're telling us it's another 60 days of isolation. Yeah, and that's not going to get somebody to start thinking, oh, and then they get a shortness of breath. They go, do I have it? Do I have it? They could just convince half the people out there that they have it based on the 90 symptoms that they claim exist. Ooh, nausea. You wake up and you puke. Oh my gosh, I could have it. Oh, you got a runny nose? You could have it. Oh, you got a cough? You could have it. Your foot itches? You could have it. Tired? Oh boy, that's the funniest one. Fatigue? You might have it. Yeah, everybody's got fatigue. You could look up at the sky and wonder why, or the crap that they put in our food, or the fluoride, but that's another story for another day. That is what is going to come from this, right? If they do door-to-door screening, I'll tell you right now, when the celebrities come forward and they convince the masses that it's the right thing to do, and they'll probably show themselves doing it, right? I could see it now. Ellen DeGeneres. Oh, come on in, fine doctors, and and we get the guys coming in the mask, the gas masks, and all that stuff. Oh, and they'll take the tests in front of us, and it'll be revealed that they're okay. And then one of them, maybe some B-level celebrity will end up having it, and they won't push back. They'll go, it's the right thing to do. I'm going to go to the quarantine station. I'll be back in 2 weeks, better than ever. Oh, and everyone goes, it is the right thing to do. Thank you for caring for our best interest in going, daddy or mommy. Can't you just envision this? I mean, it's so easy to see that's how it'll be done. And then the people out there will go, okay, let's let them in. And then when they tell them that they have the symptoms, instead of fighting it, they'll be like, well, Ellen, no, I'm going to go. It's the right thing to do. And not once will they have a doubt whether or not they have the symptoms or whether or not they have it. All they have to be told is that they have it, right? Put the trust in the government. Don't even forget about putting the trust in the healthcare system. It's just them putting the trust in Big Brother. Oh, yes, why would they make that up? Why would they come to my door and lie to me? No, and I can't fight this because then I'm selfish. I could be killing and hurting my mom or my dad or an elderly person across the street. What? Wake up, America. Wake up, world. The more people push back, the more likely they are to take their foot off the gas. Because what started off as a test has turned into, a full-on operation at this point. That's what it's just continuing to go that way, because each day, there's a few days where they do a little take back and they go, oh, it's showing that maybe things are going down and they're getting better. Oh, and they bump up the stock market, right? And people start thinking, oh, okay, and they sit back and maybe, maybe, and then boom, another thing comes out. Oh my goodness, right? And then they leak stories about, oh, well, it's in the racial story. Oh, this ethnicity is more likely to spread it now than that one. And then everybody gets all riled back up again, falling right back into the trap. Through all the mind control programming that we've all seen in our lives, starting really with the school system, right? And the repetition and beating all these lies into our heads for so long without people questioning what's the point of going to school all these years and learning nothing. You learn no trade. They claim in college you learn a trade, pointless trades for the most part, right? Oh, communications. Oh, marketing. Oh, whoop-diddy-do. Right? You don't learn a trade, like a trade with your hands, farming. Anything, and just think of anything that would be a necessity to survive. No, right? And that's that whole system that we've gone through. Nobody questions any of the stuff. Think about where we're at now with the mentality and how dumbed down it is. And nobody's questioning anything that's going on with this. Nobody finds all of this stuff suspicious, how, boom, just like that, this thing took off. It just took off. and nobody sees anything really going around them. The stories that come out, the media immediately deflects. Oh, what? The hospitals are filled. These people are lying and making it up, even though they're going around filming it on their phone. Even though we say that that's a hot zone and that's a place where there's overflowing going on, where they have to literally, people are, there's stories today, people are passing out and losing their lives in the hallways of hospitals because there's not enough rooms. That was what CNN was reporting today. Please, give me a break. So they come knocking on your door, come and knock on my door.
Come and knock on our door. Come and knock on our door. Where have you been? We've been waiting for you.
I mean, I don't know what type of things they're going to pass to say you got to let these people in to test you. But I'll tell you right now, they probably, whether or not they've even passed a bill at this point, I don't know, but people are going to submit and let them in because people have no spine, no backbone, and they literally think and trust in Big Brother like I could never have imagined in my wildest dreams that people would have trusted in Big Brother the way they do now. But they do. So this is probably what's coming next. Screening without even proper test kits, as if those exist anyway, right? And they just tell you if you have it or you don't, and you willingly have to give up your rights, your freedoms, and follow them and get quarantined for however long they say. Yeah, that sounds normal and safe. Welcome to the New World Order, folks. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.